It was an era when Toy Biz became synonymous with Marvel, Kenner with Batman, Playmates with TMNT, Ross with Rachel. The door was wide open for a toy company to become synonymous with the World Wrestling Federation. Hasbro and the WWF had separated in 1994. Just Toys was making toys, but they were bendable 4.5-inch figures. Then came Jakks Pacific, a small startup founded by Jack Friedman, a former LJN executive. Jakks Pacific acquired the WWF license around October 1995, shortly after the company's founding. The small company had a lot on their plate to satisfy collectors who always had demand for wrestling figures, going back to the hard rubber LJN days. Their answer? Bone Crunching Action. BCA-style figures included bendable joints in the arms and legs, making a crunch noise when bent. The WWF Bone Crunching Action Superstars initial assortment included Diesel, Razor Ramon, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Goldust, and The Undertaker. These 6-inch figures had a suggested retail price of $4.99 and were on the shelves by the summer of 1996. The line was off to a hot start as the initial run of the first assortment had sold out almost immediately. While the figures were a hit, Diesel and Razor Ramon had left the promotion for WCW at the time the figures first appeared in stores. Series 2 was released in October 1996, including repaints of Bret Hart, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, as well as new figures of the Ultimate Warrior. Check out the white logo variant on this bad boy, Owen Hart and Vader. To collectors' delight and dismay, finally a new ring was released for Bone Crunching Action style figures. The bad news? The monster ring was originally made for 8-inch LJN style figures. The following month, Jakks would release the Survivor Series box set, including repaints and re-releases of Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Goldust, and The Ultimate Warrior. A tag team series was planned as a regular assortment, but was transformed into exclusives for different outlets through the end of 1996. Razor Ramon and Diesel in new outfits were exclusive to Puzzle Zoo, Bret Hart and Owen Hart were exclusive to KB Toys, and Shawn Michaels and Vader were exclusive to Toys R Us. 1997 would be a hot year for the toy line and the WWF. This full-page ad from Toy Fair 1997 shows a handful of new sets: Superstars Series 3, Manager Series, Tag Team Series, and Superstars Series 4. Psycho Sid, British Bulldog, Mankind, Ahmed Johnson, and re-releases of Series 1's Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels made up Series 3. Add this to the shelves of the odd department. Diesel and Goldust began appearing in May of 1997, this time on new carding and packaging. Up next on the release schedule was Manager Series 1 and Superstars Series 4 in July of 1997. This set was made up of 2 packs of Paul Bearer and Mankind, Clarence Mason and Crush, The Sultan and Bob Backlund, and Sable and Mark Merrow. While a great concept, the Manager Series only lasted for one assortment. Superstar Series 4 received the tagline of Bad Boys, and came on anything but plain purple carding with bricks. This set included Steve Austin's first action figure. Also included were Jerry the King Lawler, Justin Hawk Bradshaw, Farouk, Vader, and Triple H. Next to be released was Tag Team Series 1. Like Manager Series 1, there would not be a sequel to follow. This series included 2 packs of the new Blackjacks, Legion of Doom, Headbangers, and the Godwins. I bet you didn't think Bradshaw would be the first wrestler in the line to receive 2 completely different head sculpts, did you? Did you? Then came the Christmas season. By October, most retailers have all their products prepped and ready for the holiday rush. At this time, it's not uncommon for retailers to want their own exclusive products from toy companies for their stores to bring about more shoppers. Toys R Us had a Nation of Domination 4-pack and a Championship Title 4-pack for their stores. Target had the King of the Iron Rungs and Buried Alive playset. KB Toys carried the Triple Threat 3-pack, which featured the first Yokozuna in the line. Even the lesser-known BJ's Wholesale had a Raw as War 4-pack. Every store carried Superstars Series 5 and the Ringside Collection. Superstars Series 5 included Ken Shamrock, Flash Funk, Savio Vega, Steve Austin, Psycho Sid, and Rocky Maivia. The Ringside Collection was the first complete set to include figures without the BCA-style body parts, though they fit the size and style of the other figures. November 1997 saw releases of the repainted Black Monster Ring, now marketed as the Raw's War Ring. Jakks began distributing the Best of 1997 figures, as well as the Signature Series 1 assortment to round out the year. The Best of 1997 assortment saw 2 series, with the latter being released in January 1998. What was unique to this assortment was that Bret Hart, Owen Hart, and the British Bulldog all came with removable Hart Foundation vests. The rest of the figures were re-releases of previously done figures. The Signature Series 1 included printed signatures, usually on the thigh of the figures. Goldust, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mankind, Legion of Doom, and Triple H were all included in the first assortment. 1996 and 1997 were great years for Jakks Pacific. Within those 2 years they were operating, they saw massive success across every major toy department. The line grew from the original 6 figures to 42 different wrestlers by the end of 1997. And unlike previous toy lines, they managed to release a set of championship belts. Not bad for a company that only had a handful of employees when they started production. That's all, folks. Be sure to comment and let us know your BCA memories. Hey, while I have you here, check out the Vintage BCA Figure blog and follow Vintage Jakks BCA on Twitter. And you can find us at figurecollections.com.